this one.
No, not this one. Yeah, maybe. I mean,
beat the DM at his own game.
Previously on. Phantom's Adventures. Yeah, you guys were last in the mines. Dunhurst Mines, I think it was called, and you fought a fire elemental, and you entered the crystal. In the crystal, you found yourselves in the ethereal realm, where you have to move with your thoughts. In the ethereal world, you traveled along the beam, and you saw some interesting sights, and you talked a lot with Brynwald, and he explained about the calling and about the Aslanti, who are the first people. And yeah, that the calling was the summoning of a giant meteor to come hit the planet that happened a long time ago and wiped out most of life. And yeah, so you learned about that lore and you made it to the Lens Temple. In the Lens Temple, you found a large stone temple that was very intricate and kind of ethereal and clear that Brynwald was unable to see. And inside the temple, you found some alien monsters. They were called Ethergonts that attacked you. They seemed to be working a set of levers near a large lens. And yeah, when we last found our group, they had found 3 levers in the middle of the room with the laser beam entering a crystal. Big J had smashed the crystal and caused a part of it to hit the floor of the room. The other part of the laser beam continues out through a hole in the wall into the darkness beyond. The general idea of this puzzle is that you need to weaken the laser beam as much as possible, right? Like from wherever way it was going, which was the kind of leftmost way. So far, you've changed it red and you've made it much thinner than it was when it entered. And you've also caused a part of the beam to fracture off and shoot the ground and heat up the ground nearby. And that looks like a good thing, like you've diverted some of the beam's energy.
What?
Well, I believe the beam would just continue straight forward then, with no medium to alter its projection.
This is something to consider, yes.
Mm-hmm.
You double text. Sorry, wrong. Sorry, skip that one. Too epic, too epic. Okay, so yeah, in this room there's a bunch of corpses of weird alien monsters, and everybody's hanging out. You took a lot of damage from that fight, but got lost here. Yeah, so you guys are floating in the temple. Brynwald's here with you, but he can't see anything. And down the hall to the north, you can see there's this hall similar to the hall that you entered from the south. And down the hall, you can see it's hexagonal shaped into the distance. And at the end of the hall, you can see that the door that you entered is like, the door, it's a mirror of the hallway you entered. And the door out to the north is open, and you can see out into the distance, darkness. And what would you like to do? You guys want to play more with the lens puzzle, or you could continue north along the laser beam path?
So it made the beam as dim as it can be, right?
There are 3 levers.
I'm more about.
The left lever makes the beam thicker or thinner. It's currently in the thin position. The middle lever makes the beam pink or red. It's currently in the red position. And the right lever makes the beam glow more or less brightly, and it's currently like dimmer.
Okay. Sounds good. We can go further.
Okay. To the north.
Mm-hmm.
Luke takes a look at you guys, and he kind of looks around at the laser beam, and he looks around at all the dead corpses and stuff. And he says, "Listen, guys, I just wanted to thank you. I've never seen anything like half of this stuff that we've seen in like a day. I've been a town guard for years, and it's been a super boring job. I haven't found anything interesting. And you guys are floating around in space and killing aliens and shooting lasers, and I think I want to be an adventurer. I just wanted to say thanks. I wasn't sure about you guys at first, but I really feel like I'm coming into my own, and I'm fitting in, and we're killing some aliens."
I think next combat you should be more useful.
Oh, yeah, yes, sir. I'll try, sir. Sorry.
But you're doing great, dude. So keep up the good work.
Sorry, I was interested in the lens. I was mentioning I just bought my son a large magnifying glass the week before this all happened.
Oh.
I like to think about him burning ants with it.
Yeah, cruelty to animals is normally a sign of, murdering people.
What do you mean? I burned ants when I was a kid, didn't you?
No. I spent all my life training.
Oh, well. I didn't train that long, but I mean, that must be why you're a better adventurer than me.
It's okay. You'll learn.
He says, "Shall we go forth?"
Sure. Mentally move.
Use your thoughts, not your feet.
It's good that Luke learned how to do that. Kind of look back at the rest of the group like, y'all coming? There's more of this shit to explore.
Yeah, let's follow the beam.
Yeah.
I'll go wherever.
He's like, whatever. Okay, so back to overworld travel mode. So yeah, outside you're kind of back in the similar situation you were before, outside of this temple, this big purple kind of thing. And Brynwold kind of gets the idea that you guys are no longer exploring something. He asks, is it over with? Are we out of that place? Clearly you've diverted some of the beam's energy. It looks good.
We're not quite done. We need to see where this goes.
He says, yes, of course, yeah, we must go to the end of the beam. There you'll travel back through.
Yeah, land would be nice.
So
There's no land the whole way there.
wait,
You might find some on the other side.
Where does this beam end up exactly?
My men haven't quite made it to the end, but long-range scouts have reported that it does end up ahead. Not long, a few more hours travel. The beam on our end seems to just end in the middle of the air. There's nothing around. It just stops.
Interesting.
But that's presumably the place we're going, right? I mean,
so that would imply that the beam itself, depending on the color and concentration, might change the destination.
Perhaps.
And it was
But either way, it's kind of shooting in one straight line.
Okay.
Well, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. Let's keep going.
We might be able to figure out what our puzzle is doing if we get to the other end of this and see what it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yeah, you guys continue floating along the beam. The beam is like a big 60-foot wide, laser beam of light, 3 dimensions that you guys are floating alongside, probably 60 feet away from as well, because it's a nice round range. And yeah, so you travel. It takes more and more time. Everything calms down, right? This is the weird ethereal plane, and you don't really see anything. Far down below you, you can see what looks like some kind of shimmers of maybe there's land down there, but it's again just like an echo of a ghost of the real world land.
Hmm.
And you float around the beam a few more hours. You have to. I need somebody to roll a d20. Pick one amongst yourself.
I will
The
do
luckiest. The luckiest of rollers.
Think you got it?
it.
Do I even want to look?
No, I mean it's a number. I
It's
also
an-
need you to roll a d6.
Oh god.
It's a
What?
number. Okay, a 4. Okay, so yeah, you guys float along the beam further and further, and ahead of you, suddenly you see what appears to be a bunch of birds. They look like seagulls. They all come flying out of the beam, 5 or 6 of them, and they all float in the emptiness of the ethereal plane, flapping their wings pointlessly. There's no air here. But yeah, more birds come through. Now there's about a dozen, and all these birds are all flapping their wings, and they're all just like spinning. Their wings are having no effect on their movement whatsoever. And all the birds are flapping and cawing and screaming, and feathers are flying in all directions.
That's something you don't see every day.
Yeah, the birds just slowly kind of disperse further and further in the ethereal plane, floating in the direction that they were when they like came through the beam with no control. And yeah, you continue along the laser beam. Does anybody, I don't know, this is a thing I was watching other DMs do. Does anybody want to have a conversation with the other character? Just a suggestion. I don't know. You know, Chaz has got an alcohol problem. Espy's got a, I don't know, problem. Not sure what it's called, problem.
Taliesin has a Taliesin problem.
Oh. Hey, Talis.
Yeah?
I see you like struggling with reality here. You know,
What you talking about, man?
maybe your life force, is a little low. Would you like to partake in a healing potion?
I hope I'm checking a lot of things right now. $20 is $20.
Whoa.
What is a buck? Says Grimwald.
Deer.
What?
Deer.
Oh, right.
I was answering bear. Anyway.
I'm gonna hand Taliesin a fucking healing potion and hopes
Alright.
that he takes it.
You can have
I
it.
take it.
Yeah, I think it's canon. You can pour it down their throat, but only when they're unconscious.
Yeah, well, he's not unconscious.
He's only got 10 life, right? Yeah, easy.
I take the potion.
Uh-huh.
Drinking it?
Yeah.
What is it? Cure light?
Yeah, cure light wounds.
What was it?
It's 1d2. No,
1d4
cure light
plus
wounds
2?
1d8. No, 1d8 plus 1. Okay, yeah, 1d8 plus 1. Plus caster level, and it's a level 1 spell, so it's 1.
So
Nice.
7 total or 6?
Yeah, 6. Yeah, you can
Alright.
type it in there. I believe Apotham has a wand still with charges.
Yeah, I think I do. Who needs healing? Everybody, apparently.
He is low. I'm pretty sure Ches is out of cure light wounds. This is not like a You did
Mm-mm.
not
We haven't
rest.
rested. We haven't rested. We haven't had the chance to, so we got to use our tools.
Hang on a second. Someone's yep. Okay, so how many charges do I have right now? I have
Should've wrote it
26
down.
charges. SB, well, how many hit points do you have?
16 at the moment.
Yeah, I think they're all 1d8 plus 1, so you could just stack them or give him a couple, let him roll them or whatever. Whatever's
Yeah.
easiest.
Yeah.
The only thing I got is a restoration potion.
Restoration doesn't heal hit points, it heals stat points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to hang on to that. I use 2 heals on SB. Ugh,
I re-roll the one, yeah.
there we go. So that's the first one. Here's the second one.
Much.
Hey,
6 and a 7, so 13.
yep. I heal
Mhm.
Pat for 2 because it looks like he's like down to nothing. Or no, is it? I
Oh.
can't tell. His the way
I'm
the
10 off.
overlap.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
Pat
already
has key points, right? So he's tracking them there like a mana, right?
I
Mhm.
heal Pat for 4. And
The
put
red
it
bar's on the bottom.
There we go. So that puts me down to 22 charges. I heal Big J.
Do I
for
take 4 and 6?
Yeah, you take them both. You get
Okay, 10.
total.
Got
So
it. I'm
Jay's
healed.
gonna get healed for 8.
Uh,
2. What am I at? I heal myself. Ah! No, that's even worse.
Not much better.
One more charge. Hey! Take it.
nice.
Okay. Puts me up to 18. How much are you short?
Brenwald takes a step over to Big J and reaches out with his hand and says, "Let me help."
Did SB, are you all the way up, or do you need? How many hit points are you short still?
I am 29 out of 46.
Big J healed 5 from Brenwald. He touched you. And you felt the healing power. We got out of here going, bro.
Hey,
Breathe.
just take it. Also, like a Brimon, like, wait, you can do this the entire time? The fuck?
You guys are all busy arguing and drinking potions and shooting wands at each other and stuff. And something black and shadowy zips along the laser beam. It zips from the direction you're heading in back in the direction you came from, along the side of the laser beam. And it moves so fast, it was just a shadow went flying by.
Ominous.
What was that?
Okay,
I said
so
ominous.
everybody's healed. Everybody's foreboding
Mm-hmm.
Wonder what the fuck that
or
was?
foreboded.
Foreboded.
Hey, I gotta step out real quick for a phone call. I'll be like,
Okay.
10 minutes.
Okay, onward.
Yeah, onwards. Along the laser beam still.
Yeah.
Brynwald says it won't be long now. And yeah, you continue floating along laser beam. Again, everything gets super quiet and boring and dull, and you're just in this like infinite blackness traveling along. You don't see anything else. Nothing else zips along the beam. Pat, roll a d6. It's survival wilderness d6 laser. Okay. As you travel along the beam, Brynwell told you it won't be long now. But all of a sudden, in the air, kind of in front of you, near the beam, maybe 100 feet away from the beam, something catches your eye. It looks like some kind of cylindrical, it's real rough, natural shaped cylindrical kind of rock. You're in the ethereal plane, so of course it's like ghosty and difficult to make out. But from this distance, you can't quite see much more than that. But it's kind of a 6 foot tall cylindrical something, shadowy something. Looks like natural.
I'm gonna point it out to the group and maybe ask. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Brimwald. Do you know what that may be?
Says, yes, we've seen these around before. We call them namestones.
Namestones, huh? What does that mean? Should I know this?
So he says all around in the ethereal realm where he lives, we find these kind of weird relics, floating around that don't seem to be anchored to anything. It's just kind of the way things are here in the ethereal plane. As you can imagine, it's hard to map where they are, so it's hard to really remember, these objects floating in 3D space. But we find these more and more lately, and we're not sure exactly what they are, but they're some kind of cylindrical rock about 6 foot tall, and they're completely covered in names.
Sounds familiar. And it goes over.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, we touch a stone and our names would appear on them.
Oh yes. We all touch them. It's kind of a tradition.
Tradition.
Yeah, we touch them and our names glow on the stones, and we don't really understand it, but we've touched the stones for generations and no ill has come of it.
But no benefit has come from it either.
No, I mean, he explains he doesn't really know where the tradition came from. It was just kind of something that he's always done.
Well, that's not entirely true, Zozo. The fact that your name is left behind on something permanent, which means that you'll never truly be forgotten.
I don't like your voodoo magic, sir.
Now, Bridwald looks at it and he says, that's an eloquent way to put it, for sure. Never thought of it that way.
You just gotta have the right state of mind in order to think about these things.
I mean, just become a great warrior. Nobody will forget your name.
Oh, they'll forget over the generations.
No, you get books wrote about you. You'll be in history forever.
Brynwald diverts his course, and he heads towards the stone. And yeah, he floats near it, and he reaches out, and it glows as he approaches. His name's already on it, but he touches it anyways. His name glows brightly, as you've seen before, and he flies back over. He says, shall we carry on?
We shall.
Sure.
Okay, so you guys continue floating along the laser beam. It's super boring. It's been about 2.5 hours now. He said it would be about 3, so it feels like you're getting close. And yeah, Brynwald says it's not long now.
Just keep floating. Just keep floating, floating, floating.
I was thinking more like the Modest Mouse or whatever.
Float on.
We'll all float on, yeah. Except more metal.
What? I wonder if there's a metal cover of that, actually.
Probably. It'd be a good background song for this, yeah.
Definitely. We'll look that up right now, actually. Fuck.
Okay, so, Potham, are you back?
Nope.
He's still on the call. I think it's fine. Everybody else is here still, so yeah. You guys continue floating along the beam, and the beam kind of keeps going. You made it thin and red, and you're following along this thin, kind of dim beam. It's much dimmer. It doesn't give off as much light as it did. And at a certain point, the nice wavering kind of cylinder of the laser beam just comes to an abrupt stop. It's a sharp 90-degree cut ending. The laser beam stops. in
I'm
the
back.
middle of the air. Good timing. You have found the end of the laser beam. It stops abruptly in the ethereal nothingness.
Mm-hmm.
And Brynwald says this has to be the place. I don't know what's across there. You can make a perception check if you'd like. Whoever would wish to.
Me.
That's like, pick me.
Me.
Ooh, I know the answer.
I know the perception. Perception.
Ooh.
Me.
That's used to staring at ghosts.
Oh, he's also. What do your monk eyes see?
Zozo, you notice below you, kind of like you're up, near where the laser beam is ending, and you guys are floating kind of 100 feet from it, observing this weird ending in the laser beam. And you notice that a significant distance downwards, you can see like 40 feet down, you can see there's something cylindrical. It looks like it's probably made out of rock, but it's cylindrical, right? You're in the ethereal plane, so you can only kind of have a ghostly vision of the material plane, but whatever's there, it looks like circular and kind of probably made of stone about 40 feet below you. Another 20 feet below that, you can see what appears to be like ground.
I'm gonna ask Grimwald if that's another one of his stones. Because it may be one of those.
Grimwald says, no, this is... I don't know what that is, but it's much too large to be one of the name stones.
Oh. Shall we go towards that, bros?
He says the way back is through the beam. I would choose a place, near the end, and I'll step through. He says, I'll come with you. I'll use my visor. I can't come for long, but
Okay, so out of character, do we have much longer?
much longer what?
Time to be in this zone. Maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. I don't want to metagame. I just want to ask a question. So we could go home, or we could check this out before we go home. Or what might be home.
Says, what do you mean? What do you mean by home? Like your house?
No, not my house, not personally. Just back to our plane of existence.
Says, yes, for sure. Through the beam, we'll take you back.
Mm-hmm. But there's this really cool thing. And I
What
don't know
thing?
what that is. The thing on the ground that looks like ground.
Oh.
That thing.
He says, yeah, you're free to go check it out. You can go get closer and look if you'd like.
Anybody want to come
Just
along and go
down there.
look? No? No bros?
I'll join him.
Okay. 2 bros, 3 bros. Chez, you coming?
I'm coming with you.
You coming too? Okay.
Everybody's going on an adventure.
All
Grandma
right.
says, okay, man, whatever. Go check it out. So yeah, you guys
Adventure
are floating
time.
down. It's only like 40 feet away. It's not like a big adventure.
Yeah, it's not big. Just want to investigate
So
what it
yeah,
may be.
okay. Who wants to investigate? Make a roll. Roll that perception.
Perception again? Am I allowed
yeah.
to roll it again? Okay.
Yeah, you're getting closer. If you get closer. These things all cost time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't he also get like add-ons if other people were helping him?
That's good. Yes, you guys very much can choose to assist Pat in his rolls, and he gets like a +2 bonus, I think. You have to
Yeah.
roll and get like higher than 10 or something. There's a mechanic there. But for sure, you can say you want to help your friend. I'll give your friend a +2 probably. But you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta be like, I want to help my friend. You know, I'm not gonna suggest it.
Yeah.
You gotta know the rules. I rolled 22. What do I see?
22 is really good. From here, you're like kind of checking this whole thing out. You're floating in the midst of like kind of nothingness, but around in your, I presume you're floating like in the middle of it, or you want to float along the side of this kind of, it's like a column with a
Mhm.
hole in the middle of it.
I don't want to float in it yet. I want to
It's
be on the outside.
about 60 feet around, and it appears to be like, now that you're closer to it, it's still real misty and foggy, but it looks like it's stones. The stones are arranged in a circle, and it's kind of like a column of stones stacked up about 40 feet.
Hmm.
And then below that, you can see, like now you're floating down here, you can see this is obviously the ground. It looks very flat. There's no grass or anything here. So it just looks like you can't really tell what the texture is, but it's ghostly and flat.
Can I tippy toe on it to see if it's solid at all?
The ground gives way. Yeah, you can't touch it at all.
Okay, so I
You
can
reach
go
right through it.
Uh,
He says, "Don't go through down there." I don't know if you have a spell or anything, but if you pass through into something solid, it doesn't go well.
oh. All right, who wants to be the first victim to go inside of it?
Pat, your really high perception roll also can see down the length of the beam that you've came.
Mm-hmm.
You see a big shadow, and it's coming this way, slowly.
We should be very wary. There's something approaching.
I ready my weapons.
You all look down, yeah, and you can see it's just very, it's probably hundreds of feet away. You can just barely make out like a pinprick. Whatever it is has wings, and it's flapping them.
Oh. You think so? No more investigation of whatever this thing is?
And Brynwald says, "What is it? What do you see?"
We see a pillar in stone.
Oh, the pillar? Yeah, I mean,
Land.
I don't know. Maybe that's part of the wherever you're at. You got to think about wherever this is. This is the destination. It's going to be some location in your world. I don't know what. Just looking from up here, we're clearly in the air.
Hmm.
I don't think we should go through that portal because we may
No?
for possibly a long time.
Reynolds says, "I've seen things like this, and it looks like this is probably a tower, but it doesn't seem like it comes all the way up to this height. There might be a bit of a fall here, but presumably the beam is going into something, right? That there has to be some kind of ground near." He says, "Do you have any idea where the beam was going?"
That's what we're here to figure out.
You guys didn't have any clues back in your world?
I saw a big shrine or something at one point.
The tower that we threw the throne off of, probably. You guys remember that? And then we saw Rukabar's friends.
Yeah, that bastard.
We'll have a world map handout? Not sure. We have a ruler map.
Oh. Well, seems like we're a little bit on a time frame here. Do you have something still coming? And probably going through the portal to go back to our plane would be smart. Unless you guys want to die here. I'm not sure if it's going to kill us, but
I'm gonna die someday, but I'm down for whatever.
The shadow in the distance increases in size, and it's clearly flapping large wings now. You hear like a
yeah, that's that dragon from before. Peace the fuck out, boys. Unless you guys want to fight. And
Luke's like, what the fuck was that?
We're looking very hard enough.
Renwald's like, they're coming. Your time here is over.
Yeah, it's probably the Soul Eater coming to kill us. Well, let's peace out. Let's float all the way back up. And then we're going through the portal. Let's go. Team. Don't forget your blink dog, Dallas.
Jez is making fun of Oklahomos.
He is not my blink dog. He is a companion. He is an intelligent creature.
Your blink dog friend looks at you kind of longingly. You know, he's definitely giving you the puppy dog eyes. You know, he kind of doesn't want you to go. And yeah, Brynwald notices this, and he kind of points out that your pupper cannot join you. It does not have the visor.
Oh, the pupper.
You not
How
have a
do I
hand.
acquire advisor?
Brynwald comes over to Espen and he says, look, I don't know much of your kind yet, but I do know that you've proven yourself a decent warrior, if perhaps a bit inquisitive in battle. And if you would truly like to tame your dog, I'd invite you to come to our temple and to join our order. We have many trained animal handlers who could help forge your bond with your pupper. He says, but that's for another day.
What other benefits do you have?
What? What do you mean?
He explains about they get cool boots made out of cool metal and a cool visor that allow them to travel between planes. He says, is that not cool enough? I mean,
Do they have dental?
What?
no one has teeth on the ethereal plane.
Oh god.
Where is this conversation going?
Oh yeah, and the dragon in the distance is clearly like, you know, big. You can see it coming. And the pupper looks warningly and it goes near the other pupper. And Chaz is like, oh, I think we should go.
Alright.
Towson, just tell your pupper to stay with Brimwald and Jet. We'll be back for him.
I'll be back for you.
Go give him some love, and then we're going through the fucking wherever portal.
Fuck. Oh, hey, Chaz. You
Hi.
had a good time.
Hey, Chaz.
Hey guys, how's it
Welcome.
how's it going?
We're going back to Earth. Or what could be Earth.
Yeah, you guys have found the end of the laser beam? Yeah, I forgot to do that, actually.
No, that's fine.
You found the end of the laser beam. And, yeah, we're just about to step through the laser beam, Chaz. Would you like to do the honors?
Oh, I sure would. I would. Onward into one laser beam. Let's go.
Let me in that laser beam.
Let me in that laser beam.
You gotta move your guys in the laser beam. That's a requirement.
In the laser beam?
Yep, you gotta step in the laser beam.
Alright, washoosh. Fucking Cody.
I jump in.
You gotta move. My
No.
dude. Luke, you
Bear
coming?
demands.
Luke, you coming, brah?
It's like, hold on, loading.
Loading? What is
Oh,
that?
I guess we're gonna leave Luke behind.
It's like, no.
Cannonball?
Balls into the laser beam. That's pretty cool. Okay, so you all jump through the laser beam. You all, jump through as you enter the laser beam. the purple laser touches your skin and it burns. It burns fiery hot. And as you actually begin to pass through, your vision blurs, and the weird ethereal ghost-like vision of everything disappears. And you're brought back into the real world, or at least what you thought was the real world. This place looks nothing like the world you left. You
Oh,
all appear out of a giant out of a crystal that's sticking out of a giant platform. So this crystal is, 60 feet across.
I'm still in the crystal, apparently.
Oh yeah, you're still in the crystal. Chaz is oh, you're supposed to be double. It's double scale. Yeah, so you all exit the crystal, not far off the ground. You're only like 5 feet off this platform. And there's a big kind of strange stone platform here that's round and circle. Out of the crystal comes the giant laser beam, very much the same scale as it was when you were in the ethereal world.
Let me back in. Let me back in. Let me back in.
Let me in! Let me in!
Oh, no.
The laser beam shoots from the crystal that you just came from, that you all came out of, and the laser beam shoots across to another small platform, upon which stands Malice. He is surrounded by cultists who all kneel to him, and nearby him is a muscular, mostly naked man who he's very handsome. And he flaps his muscular demonic wings and otherwise is a super handsome man.
I vote Taliesin takes a -2 distraction bonus, or distraction penalty. Really, for that matter, I think Sigmar would probably take a -2 distraction penalty.
Huh?
Chaz is distracted by the sexy man.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not me.
So yeah, up here the wind is blowing really strongly, and around you, the world looks like hell. There's magma, and there's fire, and there's all kinds of terrible things below you, and hot, misty, steamy smoke rises from all around. Whatever this is truly appears to be hell on earth.
Oh my god, am I getting married?
No.
Really? Because this is how I would envision it.
What? What the fuck?
Okay.
As you all stand here, the laser beam coming out of the crystal begins to kind of fluctuate in size, and it kind of gets bigger and it gets smaller and it gets bigger and it's smaller. And Malice over there is standing with his arms in the air, shouting, and the laser beam's hitting him and he's shouting. And the laser beam kind of fluctuates in width and size and color, and eventually the laser beam fizzles out, stops.
Hey.
Malos looks around, surprised. The angel-y guy is holding a big scroll, and he clearly unfurls the scroll and looks at it, and he looks up at Malos. And Malos just says, I need some more time.
Oh, hey, it's a stalker.
He says, you fools!
Hi, Mr.
Were you
Stalker.
responsible for this?
Maybe. Maybe not.
Now the handsome man says, we had a deal.
Excuse me?
He's talking to Malice.
Oh.
Malice turns from you guys to him and he says, I just need a little more time. I promise. Look, I'll prove it. By destroying these fools. They stopped the calling, not me. It was gonna happen.
Yeah, we stopped the calling.
God.
Call it.
The culling of the herd. It's another term for slaughter.
Chaz will like this one probably.
Yo.
But yeah, so he says,
Oh, damn.
what have you guys done? How have you stopped me? Over and over, you fools keep getting in my way.
Oh, stop stalking us.
He says, "How about you?" And yeah, he jumps over from his platform and lands on your platform with a smash, and everybody's got to roll initiative.
Pow.
I need
Boom,
to change the
bam.
fucking color of this thing because I can't
Boom.
see the grid lines.
I need to edit
Got
my,
'em.
character sheet to give me
Got 'em.
the right HPs.
That's better. I can see the grid lines.
I'm supposed to have 49 HPs.
Yeah, your HP was like nothing, so I just put it back to max. It was at like not filled in out of 37.
I rolled max on my D8 to roll HPs, so my HP jumped up to 49.
I also super don't like you guys starting just over there, so I think I'm gonna just like make you guys go to start in this box, if that's cool. Because yeah, I kind of just plunked your characters here.
Okay.
Is that just a visual problem?
What? It's a thing. They're hard to get out of there. There we go.
Got it.
These things happen.
No, you're fine. Just alright.
Luke is
You're-
here too.
Yup. Is Brimwald's dog here?
Oh, no,
Question mark?
Brynwald's dog is not here, but Brynwald also came through a few moments after you guys did.
Okay.
Double scale combat. Luke got on there. Who are we missing? A possum, I think.
Yep.
Appo's next to Zozo.
No, we're looking for his initiative.
Ah,
And he got on there. Okay. This button.
I'm just gonna assume I have no more spells because I don't remember.
Running the rest.
Yeah, you gotta remember these things.
Yeah, if you burnt
can't really help
everything,
you
then
with
you
that.
don't have them. Unless you have cantrips.
No, I got my scar tattoos. It's just I don't remember if I have any spells left or not.
Yeah.
I know I used both my level 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Malice gets to go first. And yeah, he starts mumbling and he's like, every time I get the calling, some adventurers show up. And he comes over here and says, "You ruin everything." And yeah, he's wearing this really shiny golden armor, the big bright blue cape. One hand, he holds a greatsword, a whole greatsword in just one hand. It's full size. And his other hand has what appears to be like a cloth wrapping on it. And he takes his hand and he aims over at Pat. And he says, "This is the last I'll need to deal with you."
I don't fucking think so.
And yeah, out of his hand erupts a big old fireball. His big old fireball hits Pat, and it does a 20-foot AoE, which is going to be like all
Everyone.
these 4 people. Yeah, these 4 people.
So I need to make a reflex save.
Yep, and everybody in there can make a reflex save. And if you make it, you have
Okay.
the damage, unless you have
Okay.
evasion.
Welcome back.
Sorry.
Welcome back. You guys all ate a fireball. Round one.
Reflex save.
Yep.
Save me.
Nice
Yay, I
call.
saved
So,
myself.
Luke too. Luke's a pretty evasive dude. He tries to make it. The save is
I don't know. I might need to log out and log back in because my visual's all messed up.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the save is 14. So Apotham makes it. Apotham, do you have evasion where you take no damage from
Yes.
reflex saves? Yeah, okay.
That is correct.
Luke also made it. Nat 20. Luke does not have evasion though, so he takes half damage, which is 8.
I feel like on a nat 20 you should get evasion anyway.
I don't think so.
You don't. I'm just saying it's a personal.
Chaz missed it and Big J. Neither of you guys had to make the roll though. You guys were all good. SB, you didn't make a roll either. SB, reflex save. No, it was just these 4.
Broken part of it.
All right. Like I said, I couldn't tell because
I don't think I can
Yeah, sorry, I drew a square. I just didn't delete it quick enough. I mean, I deleted
No,
it.
it's like the square that showed was
Ah,
different. Like in a different spot, it was tiny while our characters were huge.
ah.
Hmm.
It's double scale. I don't know. Maybe it's being weird, but. Oh, yeah, you make it too. You only take 8 damage.
Oh, it's a fireball, and that's fire damage, right? So he takes
Yeah,
less
that's
than
fire
that?
damage. Yeah, I think you gotta
Mhm.
reduce it by
Negative
5 or
5,
something.
so 3.
Luke says, that really hurt, but I got with the power of my friends,
Oh
we're
god.
gonna fight this guy.
Well, get in there, boy.
Yeah. He can't get close enough though. He takes 6 steps.
I'm back.
Beside Vanda. You can move double. But he takes a look at the purple ring around the guy, and he's like, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna let you handle that. And he holds his spear up, and he's like, if he comes close, I'll get him. And Brynwell's up next. One moment. Yeah, okay, so Brynwald, being the totally cool ethereal knight dude he is, he holds up his cool halberd, and it glows with some kind of white light like you've never seen before. And and everybody's weapon glows with the same bright light. And everybody gets a +1 on attacks. You gotta keep track of that yourself, though.
Attack rolls or damage?
Attack rolls.
Alright,
Accuracy.
make sure.
Okay, and he says, bless thy weapons. He takes a few steps forward, and that's as close as he can get. Chez, you're up next, actually.
Okay.
Chez on the gun.
Remember,
Allison and Zozo look kind of wounded. I got 3 channels left.
I thought you had used all your channels last time.
No,
Same. Okay.
I used like 2, maybe 3.
I thought you used 3, and I thought you said you were out, but that's fine if you think you got more. How many
Nope.
you got? 6?
On my character sheet I need to send you this PDF or just.
Yeah, you gotta put your shit in roll 20, yeah.
Anyway, you can
Everybody.
unleash your wave of positive energy. You can use this ability 5 times per day.
It's usually, your cleric level divided by 2 plus your whatever. So 3.
I took
so yeah,
the-
5. That's 5, probably.
I took the extra channel feat,
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
so
I'll allow it.
so not that it does a whole lot, but
Every little bit helps.
that's for them. And I'm gonna scoot over here.
Chez healing all the bros. Power friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Do you offer your drink to everybody?
What he does to channel is he raises up his mug, which is his holy symbol, and mutters a prayer to Cade and Kaylin. And there's always like an amber liquid inside this cup. And when he raises it up, it splashes kind of out and then just washes over everybody in this sort of golden wave of light that heals everybody for a little bit.
Nice. Oh, everyone is healed. I think that gets Luke too, right?
No. No.
No, it probably doesn't.
Nah, Luke is fine.
Where
30 feet.
were you, Chaz?
30 feet? No, I think it just barely doesn't reach Luke. We're still saying each square is 5, I think. Yeah. Or just twice as big.
Yeah, grid is just weird.
Okay, Chez, is that it?
That's my turn.
Big J, you're up next. There's a giant purple crystal between you and the big bad guy.
Sigbert's like, hang back a moment.
Yeah, one step is 5 feet. Yeah. Or just double. I guess I didn't think about that. Those squares, yeah. All right, SB, you're up next.
Nah. There we go. I'm going to burn up one of my scar tattoos, and cast shield on myself. Alright, and then I can't move because I'm boxed in.
Yeah, you can move through allies. It is not a problem. You can't end your turn on top allies, but you can move through them.
Alright. I don't know how I'm gonna be. This is confusing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6?
Yes.
30 feet? Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Is Luke double sized, by the way?
Pat, you're up. Yeah, you kind of ended your turn in the middle of Luke. You have to scoot over a square. Left or down. Yeah, that works. You're dangling, but that works.
It's just
You better hope he
the
doesn't-
sizing is so confusing right now.
Yeah, we could just switch everything to smaller if you guys want, because I don't think it's working great. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Everybody in agreement.
Everybody smallify. Look, the aura scale too is perfect. Can you guys see those auras on the guy?
Yeah, we see 2.
Cool. Around the guy,
Possibly?
yeah, he's got, yeah. Yeah, maybe, yeah. There's the number. Yeah, that changed the scale of everything, I guess, but okay. Sorry about that. I should have made the grid choices big too.
Fine.
I don't think I can even do that. Pat, you're up. The whole world around you shrinks in scale and readjusts abstractedly, but now everything looks about the same now.
5, 10, 15.
I must have been the ethereal plane.
I'm gonna move there and stand defensively and end my turn.
Are you gonna prepare an action, or are you just gonna? Oh, you gonna do act defensive? I think you get like
Yeah.
+2 AC for that.
Yeah, act defensive, yes.
Okay. Apotham, you're up.
I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I'm within 30 feet, and I use my ability, Hand of the Apprentice, and swing my sword.
You're chopping the bad dude. Okay.
And Hand of the Apprentice, and I swing.
That's a 19.
So it's 19 to hit.
No, it's a 19 to your roll because of Brimwald.
Wait,
Bernwald did a
saved-
blast.
Swing
He
roll?
blessed you with 1, yeah. So
Mhm.
it's 19.
Just
Okay,
telling
okay.
you to take
Uh,
account for it.
You throw your rapier like a goddamn boomerang, you know, and it's going end over end, spinning right towards this guy. Your rapier seems to go like between his arm and his armor, but it just barely misses,
Okay.
and it returns back to you.
4 swings left.
The handsome, poorly dressed man with wings kind of flutters over a few inches, and he looks at Malus and he says, "We had a deal. Now Asmodeus has no more use for you."
Mm?
And Mallow says, "Just wait. Let me destroy them, and then we can talk." And yeah, he charges at Pat. As soon as he gets close to all you guys, you feel a sickening lurch.
Ugh.
And you all must make, the three of you in the circles must make fortitude saves.
I'm gonna get wrecked. Yep.
The DC is
Probably
12.
like. Oh, of course.
Sorry.
Wait. Wait. Does bless give bonus to resistance or to saves in this? I can't
I
remember.
got it up. Morale bonus on attack rolls and saving throws against fear effects. This is not a fear effect, friend.
Damn it. Ah. Well, I tried.
So you did not make it. Pat, you made it, and Luke made it. So yeah, Apotham, you're the only one that gets hurt. You assume what?
Does he make it? Because doesn't
Yeah, the
even
DC
numbers...
was 12. He matched it, so he wins. That's how it works with AC
Okay.
and stuff too.
Okay.
So yeah, the two of you seem to kind of resist, but Apotham, you feel your flesh kind of rend itself open, and wounds just kind of spontaneously are inflicted on you.
Ow.
You take 2 damage, and you also have 2 stacks of bleed. 2 bleed damage is what that is. Which I'll find icon for, probably heart thing. This means at the beginning of your turn, you take 2. I think it's the end of your turn. You take 2 bleed damage.
Okay.
And then yeah, he charges right up to Pat, and he lifts his greatsword. And at the same time, he lifts his fist, and he does a dazzling attack you've never seen before, where he hits you simultaneously with the greatsword and his fist.
Fuck.
And he does a lot. He does damage. So the first one hits you for your AC is +2, right? So what's your AC at? I mean 32. Yeah, you take 13 damage. Yes.
I mean, it doesn't matter. Both those hit.
Is that hitting all 3 of us?
No, this
No,
just hits
just
him. He
me.
charged right over at Pat. He said, "I'll teach you." And yeah, he takes 13, and then that other one hits too, probably, right? You take another 6.
Did you do that already or no?
Yeah, I did both. Just
Okay. Okay. Just making sure. I was
yeah,
keeping
so
up
he
with it.
charged right over and took half your life in damage. He was super, super upset. It's Luke's turn. And he says, "Guys, I've been practicing. Watch this. It's my new move." And he takes a step forward. He says, "I call it the 2 spear." He makes 2 attacks with the spear, the first of which he completely fumbles. He was showing off his cool new spear technique, but it was not successful.
Luke, it's not the time to joke around.
He's got a roll for that. He failed. Yeah. So he drops his thing, and then the second attack, 16 does not hit either. Yeah.
Does it even matter? Because at that point, he doesn't even
I
have...
guess so. Yeah, I guess if you drop it on your first attack, that sucks. Yeah, that
Like, yeah, if you
sucks.
double attack and you have a weapon, like, does the next one not matter? Because
Yeah, I
you
guess so.
rolled...
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so you dropped your weapon. So you tried to hit him, you fumbled that, and then you tried to hit him with nothing because there's nothing there. Right. So
Yeah,
even
it
if
fucking sucks with
yeah.
fumble rules, fumble house rules. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
I
so
think
I
that's
don't
how
know.
we should do it.
We kind of made that up just for fun. We can get
Mhm.
rid of it if people start eating it or whatever, but
No,
it's
I
kind of
think
fun.
too many
It
people
adds a
do
weird
that.
random thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't roll one.
Well, you
yeah.
get a save even when you roll one, right? It's not like you immediately get fucked. You have to fail twice to get fucked. So that's fair.
Maybe we could do, if you don't fumble the weapon, you can get the next attack. I don't know. We'll cross that
Yeah, I'll
bridge
figure
when we
that
get
out, guys,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
an idea.
Luke runs forward, tries to do his cool move, and he like rears the spear back like he's got a cool move prepared. And the first jab, he just drops the spear, and the spear goes flying out, like just lands at his feet. He's like, "That wasn't it. That wasn't it. Wait, hold on. I'll show you next time. You just wait." And Brynwald's up, and he's like, "What a miserable show."
Welcome to the shit show.
He points at Malice, and he kind of shouts a word, and a lightning bolt comes into the sky and lands on Malice. Gets smitten by Brynwald's god. I'll just use the shield thing. Brynwald gets a bunch of bonuses when attacking him. He takes a few more steps. And he can get just in range. He also has to make a fort save. And he fails, and he takes 2 bleed damage. Chaz, you're up next. Oh, there's this spooky guy. Nobody can touch him. Everybody's getting
All y'all
bloodied
moved out of range of my touch spells.
into the bleeding touch. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna try my last channel. Everybody heals 8.
Nice. Chaz healing up all them boys. Heal up yourself too, right?
Yep.
That's nice.
Luke gets it this time too.
Oh, Luke. Oh, Luke's being buggy. Luke, don't do this. Oh, I'm clicking his spear is why it's being buggy. Big J, you're up next. All your friends are around the other crystal.
If I just got healed by magic, doesn't that cancel out the bleed?
Oh, it does. Yes, that cures bleeds. Yeah, good call. Nice work, Chaz. You bought the special belt that lets you get items as a whatever action, didn't you? Yeah, so yes, you can do that because of that bag. Otherwise, you couldn't. He's got stuff in his inventory. Oh shit.
Sounds right.
Sounds good. Pick an icon. I'm Googling it. Yep, 4 strength, which is a +2 on like everything, right? Yeah, no, not the mod. It's 4 strength, which is 2 mod. Just to be clear, yeah. Nice icon too, by the way. On point. SV, you're up.
To Allison.
I forgot. I was muted.
You also should put a shield icon on you to know that you were shielded.
Yeah.
And then your turn.
I'll do that later. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
As soon as you move in
around.
range of this guy, he uses his like legendary reaction thing, and he takes a 5-foot step back, which provokes no attacks of opportunity.
Cheetar.
He has advanced tactics.
Still
yeah,
next.
and your turn's still gone. Yeah, it's still your turn.
It's
He
still
just,
next to him, so I'm just gonna take a 2-handed swing. And have my start burning my eldritch sources. Points.
20 hits. You swing your scimitar with 2 hands, and you manage to hit him right in the chink between like his armor shoulder pad and his neck.
Alright. Oh yeah, I was looking for a shield icon.
Mm-hmm.
Next up is Pat.
5-foot step. And then I'm going to flurry of blows.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Pat, like a ninja, well practiced. You do like the cool crane pose, and you're like cha cha, but like they both just miss, like right past the guy. Potham, you're up.
I let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Not to interrupt, but do we have to, since we're still in the aura, roll for the bleed?
No, I'm gonna say no.
5,
Okay.
6. I'm
No.
flanking,
Maybe I should figure that out. But
and I swing with sneak attack.
nice sneaky flank.
+2 for flank, which I think is on there
Which would be
already.
19. You got a +1 from the bless.
Puts me
18.
at 20.
Oh, you got 20. Where's the other ones?
Hang on a second. I'm reading here. Let's see. 4 dex, +1 from from base attack. +1.
Yes, yeah, 4 dex, base attack, +1, 5. Yeah, so that's your bonus, like base.
5.
And this says 6,
Yeah.
so I don't know why that's 6.
It's because of masterwork.
Oh, you have a masterwork weapon. Yeah, that's 6.
Yeah, so that's 6.
Then
And then plus flank would be +2.
Okay, and then
That
+1 from the bless.
And then the bless for 20. Okay, so I think with
And thankfully, the holy gleam of the tip of your rapier just manages to like touch him in a soft spot underneath his cloak that he didn't notice. And yeah, you do 5 damage.
Sweet. First blood.
No, he already got hit by SB.
Ah.
Lol. Yeah, this guy over here again, he again flaps his wings. He's flapping his wings. He flaps his wings a couple more feet, and he's just kind of watching the battle. He has this scroll in his hand that he keeps kind of referring to and looking back at the battle between the scroll and the battle. And he says to Malos, "You failed your contract. You must pay your end of the deal." And yeah, Malos, in the midst of all you guys, he's like completely surrounded. And he says, "Do we have to do this right now?" He's like, "I'm busy here, but if you just give me a minute, I'm gonna crush all these adventurers, and we can talk."
Sounds like an old married couple.
Yep.
He takes a step, 5-foot step back, and he looks over at Apotham.
No.
With one hand, he swings with his greatsword, and then with his other hand, which I'm pretty sure that hits.
Yeah. I was gonna be like,
Let me just type that in for you.
Declare dodge, but it doesn't matter.
With the other hand, he, instead of punching at you, reaches out and tries to grapple you. And that macro did not work. You should look up your CMD, though, because you're
Okey-doke.
being grappled. One
Oh,
hand
yeah.
grappled. That's how cool he is.
Yeah, Bear. Shouldn't I have also taken the bleed effect from the aura?
17
Uh,
EMD.
Did you walk right up? Yeah?
Yeah,
Yes,
you
if you
did.
walked right up. There's
Yeah.
a force save DC 12.
Alright.
Well, that didn't matter.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Damn.
Yeah, just to be fair, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good.
Just dawned on me.
Sorry, I had to fix the macro. The grapple. What is the CMD?
17.
So that does that grapple? Yeah, it does grapple.
Yep,
doesn't
when they're
it?
even. Yep. Okay,
Do
grapple.
I get an attack of opportunity?
No, he has advanced grapple feet, so he does not get that. You get
Improved
a
grapple
icon I'm
does that?
looking for. Yeah, improved grapple. You get the one that's like you shouting in agony icon, and him too. And yeah, you are grappled. He grabs you with his thing. He pulls you close and he whispers in your ear, "You'll die for this." And yeah, it's Luke's turn. He's like, "Don't worry, guys. I'll flank him." Wait, and then he says, wait, I gotta pick up my spear. And he picks up his spear. And he takes a few steps over here. And he gets right behind. He says, never mind. I'll wait here.
Bro, you gotta get in there,
He
Luke.
says,
Come
I had to
on.
pick up my spear, man. Sorry.
Such a meme.
Brenwald's up next too, and like he looks at Luke and he again gives him kind of like, this guy wants to be an adventurer. And he takes a step forward and he swings his halberd. He gets 2 attacks with his halberd. Oh man, he was programmed in here forever. And he gets a +1 because of bless. I don't think he gets a flank because Apotham's grappled. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think if he's got you in a headlock, you know, like.
It doesn't. I don't think it works that way. They gotta be adjacent.
Yeah. So yeah, he can't. He doesn't get a flank. He does get a +1 though. So the 18 misses, but the 22 hits. And his weapon smashes into the guy's golden armor, and Mouse goes, "Gah!" Chez, you're up.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It'll be like fort saves. You do. You're a cleric. You love fort saves.
I also only have 20 feet movement on according to my character sheet.
Fuck, you're a cleric. I mean, you're a dwarf.
Yeah.
With chainmail is what it is, yeah.
Jesus.
Unless I'm reading that wrong, but I think I only have, because armor doesn't affect dwarf movement, but
Oh yeah, it
dwarf
doesn't,
mov-
yeah.
but
I
dwarf
think it
movement
just
is-
base 20.
Yeah, dwarf movement is base 20,
Yeah.
which we have not been respecting.
You got short
You're
legs.
the only dwarf.
Respect the dwarf. Still think this is doing this wrong. This armor check thing. Anyway, all of y'all moved out of range of all my support spells. All of you.
We're not used to
Sorry.
having chest support, yeah.
We're not used to you being here.
I want you to let me buff you and then attack. But nah.
Roll down the initiative.
But nah. You just survived it. Now look at you. All you're standing in the haste buff.
Yes,
Shit. I'm gonna double move.
Okay.
I'm gonna hoof it. I'm gonna roll my fort save here in a second.
He's a big boy.
So I was right there. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I'm gonna stop right there. And fortitude. 23.
Yeah, no bleed.
Yep, no bleed. Is that it for you?
Yes.
Okay, Big J, you're up. Oh, okay, he moved you in. Okay, yeah, I missed that. You're good. Yeah, he cannot charge from this distance, yeah. You can 5-foot step and full attack, though. I don't think you get 2 attacks, though, so. You will sin. Okay, so yeah, you're 21. You swing your great sword over your head, and he raises his sword and tries to kind of block you, but you manage to hit him like in the arm. One of his arms is out there grappling Apotham. You manage to hit him in the arm. SB, you're up.
Now, to clarify, because I want to do my full round action thing, but am I allowed to 5-foot step with? Even though
Yeah,
it's
you can 5-foot step and 4-round action.
Alright, we're gonna do that whole shebang.
Probably better to do the casting and then the step in and then
That's what I was gonna
the
do.
thing, right? Yeah.
Alright, cast, step,
Yeah, that's your strat. Yeah, what are you casting?
lightning grasp.
As soon as you begin to think about the spell, Malus reaches out with his great sword and aims it at you, and he counters your spell.
Alright, fuck you, I'm taking a 2-handed swing.
Two-handed swing works though. Yeah,
That's
you
it.
want to describe your swing?
I don't know, I just swing at him.
Okay, yeah,
I wasn't
that's fine.
expecting this.
That's fine. Yeah, you swing your scimitar. You hit him. You kind of clank his great sword aside and hit him on the hand some. He's beginning to look a little hurt. Pat, you're up.
All right, let's try this again. Gonna kind of flex and then 5-foot step, and then flurry of blows.
All right.
And never gonna flurry of blows. Chinking off armor.
Jinking off armors, yeah. No flank either, so. Punch, yes. Upon them, you are grappled.
Escape artist.
You can choose to make an escape artist. Compared to something. Let me look that up real quick.
DMB.
I got a page.
Mhm.
If you're grappled, you can attempt to break out. I guess the DC is probably the same as DC as the CMD. Which is 26 is pretty good. Let me check though, because he's kind of a tough dot guy. You. Let me find the part where it talks about yeah. Escape artist check your T equal to opponent's CMD. You struggle and you wriggle and you wriggle around like a bug, like you're all super wriggly. The wriggliest guy you've ever seen. But Malice is strong, and his one-handed grip is enough to hold you. You are still grappled. You can still do stuff, but your movement is impeded, I think. Let's see. You did not succeed. You can't take any action. So you can't use two hands, but you can attack stuff. You're grappled. You get a -4 to Dex, which is a -2 on attack rolls and stuff. Bottom.
I'm here. Sorry.
You got this.
You
did not break free of the grapple.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh,
Just barely. You've wriggled more than you've ever seen a wriggler.
Rolled a 16 on the die with that. I'm not getting free. Can I swing on him now?
You can't swing on him. You have a -2 penalty.
All right. Well, he's getting swung on at this
I think
point.
you get a flank though, so I don't know. If you're grappled, can you flank?
I don't think so.
I'll say I don't know.
That I don't know.
No,
No, okay.
I
So
miss.
you get a -2. Yeah, you miss. Try to swing your rapier without any success. This guy, he flutters a few more steps. He says, Malos, this cannot wait. He, with a sudden flicker, like, like your eyes kind of barely caught it. A huge, crazy abyssal monster like appears. Like he flickers for a second and he turns into this abyssal horror. There's tentacles everywhere, and it's all tentacles. One of the tentacles reaches out and it grabs Malos.
Who's grabbing me? Does he let go of me?
Ah! What the fuck?
It's Hentai Land!
No!
The tentacle reaches out at Malos and it performs a monstrous, swing, and all the like suckers will try to reach around him. But Malos, being the tough dude he is, swings his greatsword around, is able to like cut away some of the suckers, and it can't get a good grip on him. And Malos, it's his turn, and he says, "After all this, after all I've done for you."
I was gonna name my firstborn child after you.
You think you can betray me? And he takes a 5-foot step, like closer into the tentacle, and out and the fuck out from the middle of all you guys, clusterfuck. And the tentacle has to move. And he looks right at the tentacle, and he tries to double attack the tentacle. His greatsword strikes true, and so he like chops off the end of the tentacle. His punch does not manage to hit, though. Yeah, the greatsword chops off the end of the tentacle, and the tentacle kind of like shrivels up and shrinks back into the body of the monstrous beast thing. Luke sees all this shit go on, and like he immediately is like, fuck whatever that is, get me out of here. And he full on runs in the opposite direction. He is completely feared by this, whatever the fuck that is, creature. And Brynwald too, it's his turn, and he looks and he was like, by the gods, what is that? And he takes a step forward and he tries to swing his double halberd at that guy. He does not get a flank though. But so no, none of that hits. He swings his halberd twice and cool ninja swipes, but nothing hits the. Chez, you're up. There's a
Right.
Lovecraftian horror over here.
I'll be there one day.
I'm gonna step up and cast Weapon of Awe on
Ooh.
Allison. Your weapon attacks on you're wielding 2 weapons?
No, only one.
Okay, then your weapon now does +2 damage for the next minute, I think.
Nice.
1 minute per level. Yep. It's a level 2 spell, so it's 2 minutes.
Yep.
Sacred bonus.
So
And if it starts
you're
a crit, there's a special bonus. So if you score a crit, you're gonna fuck them up.
So yeah, that's one buff. You
Let's
fucks.
buff him. Big J, you up. He buffed. This mouse guy is right next to you. He's still got your friend in his grasp. You don't get a flank because your friend's grappled. But it don't matter. And yeah, would you like to just grab your chop? Yeah. You take a chop, kind of overhand chop, and you hit the guy, and significant amount of damage. He's starting to look around. He's getting to be about half life, but he still looks like he's going pretty strong. Pat, SB, you're up. I skipped you. Sorry, went too fast. SB, you're up.
All right. Well, this is getting interesting. I'm just gonna be like, excuse me, pardon me, work my way. See, 1, 2, 5, 6. Work my way around them all. Take a two-handed swing.
Uh, 24 hits.
Alright, so 7, and I guess.
7 plus 2, I think.
No, it's already put in for the 10th. Or,
All right.
yeah.
Pat, you're up.
Why are we all melee?
Everybody's melee.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
I'm a melee caster, and so is a
There's
Pathfinder.
no abyssal horrors.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Even our cleric's melee, he's gonna touch us to buff us.
Oh god. And then I'm gonna just
How did
Must-
you do? Did you do attack of opportunity? I think you did.
yes, I'm gonna take the attack of opportunity. But he's grappled, right?
He is grappled.
How does that work?
You can
I'm
still
not
attack
sure.
of opportunity. Yeah, he gets one reaction.
Okay.
round.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Well,
he's
roll your
graceful
damage.
As you kind of like nimbly flip by.
6.
Oh yeah, I think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Kind of nimbly flip. So it's just it was lucky dodge.
I'm going to stun him with Stunning Fizz. Or attempt to.
22 hits. You're forced to, could you look at your stunning fist DC is your wisdom plus 10 plus something, I think. I don't think it's just 12. Let me see real quick. Your wisdom is still yours only plus 1. So yeah, your DC probably is 12.
Mm-hmm.
You hit him and you do some damage. Well, it seems to hurt him, and the kind of stunning effect that you put on your fist has absolutely 0 effect. He does not need to roll to pass the check.
Feels bad.
I'll pop him your turn.
I don't think I'm breaking free.
Yeah, you are grappled. You can make a check. What's it? You're either escape artist or a CMB, whichever is higher.
It's definitely going to be my escape artist. I guess I'm just going to try and break free again.
DC is a number. Yep, got it.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
You don't know it though. Yep, nope.
And
You trying to wriggle some more, but he is super clenched onto you.
I try to swing at him
You
and I
hit the
miss.
attack, but miss. Yeah. Dope. Okay, so it's Tentacle Monster's turn. Tentacle Monster, whoever this handsome guy was, clearly fractured reality and became a Tentacle Monster. He doesn't say anything. He just goes, like a crazy abyssal scream thing. And both of his tentacles come over here and try to, excuse the crude of the model. Both of his tentacles attack the Malice. They are grapple attempts. Both of them do that much. The first tentacle comes flying at Malos and whacks him and bounces right back off. He is able to deflect it with his sword. And the second tentacle, the same thing. It swings in at him, and he swings his sword at it, but his sword just barely misses, and the tentacle grabs him. so hard to grab the little squares. He's grappled. The tentacle also immediately like grabs him and pulls him a distance towards itself. As it does so, it releases its grip. He releases his grip on Apotham. The tentacle wraps around his face and mouth, and very much like he can't breathe anymore. And it pulls him a few steps closer. Apotham falls into the floor. You were like in a headlock, you know, and
Is he knocked prone?
yeah, sure, yeah, you're knocked prone. You get dropped. That's a good one. Good call. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he gets pulled right past Big J. I think you get an attack of opportunity if you would like. I think Pat does too. And him moving, or the tentacle too, I guess. Either one. You probably want to hit him though. Pat hits though. His ninja punch.
Whatcha?
About time I rolled something.
So yeah, the tentacle pulls him closer to Malos. Malos is pretty upset with this. He tries to break free. And he fails his grapple. I mean, his attempt to break free. So yeah, he's got this tentacle around his mouth and his face, and he seems like he's starting to slow down, you know, because this thing has been blocking his mouth for a while, trying to get down his throat with the tentacle, you know. And it's picking him up, and he is choking. He's trying to, like, with both his arms move, you know, widen his arms. He's dropped his greatsword at this point. He's just like struggling for his life. Luke takes another look at that, guys, and he like in the distance from the other end of the platform is like, "You guys, fuck that!" And Brynwald is like, "By the gods, like, what's happening here? Like, this is what's even going on? We need to get out of here. This is obviously something going on more important than us here." As Brynwald shouts this, at the same time, this accursed beast thing, it sprouts another tentacle, and the tentacle immediately comes flying out of its like darkness, and it smashes into this other platform over here that has had a bunch of like, you know, guys on it all standing there worshiping the center. As soon as this tentacle hits this thing, the platform over there shatters into 4 pieces. And all the cultist guys all start free falling, and the 4 pieces of the rock circle that used to make up that platform that were somehow mysteriously suspended in the air all begin to fall. And Brynwald is like, "Good God, where should we?" And he says, "I must go." It's like, "Get to safety."
I didn't have Groovy on up until this point because I normally don't listen to music when we play because it's kind of distracting. Is this the Fuck Mothering Gwyn theme?
Yeah, bro. It's been
Has
there for
been
you
the
for the whole
entire
fucking time.
Yes.
It's for you, baby.
I love you. I love you deeply and truly.
It was for you. Jesus. He even
Yeah,
made the
so it's now like Chaz's turn and Big J's and like the party's turn, essentially. All of you guys get like a free action here, right? And there's a huge tentacled monster that's floating in the air that it has this bad guy wrapped up in its grips. There are some tentacles within reach that you can attack if you wish. But at this point, it seems like whatever this monster is seems to be, you know, killing this guy the same as you. And he has not made any, you know, any obvious threats to you.
I'm gonna go over to the crystal.
And then what?
Oh, you inspecting the crystal?
I am inspecting the crystal.
Okay, this crystal here seems different than the ones you've seen before. Upon closer inspection, the crystal has millions of tiny hairline fractures in it, It doesn't reflect light the same way the other ones you've seen has. It seems like something about the beam was sustaining the crystal, and now the beam stopped, or whatever caused the beam to stop seemed to have damaged the crystal. As you watch, you notice that there's small pieces of the crystal that are kind of sharding off. And yeah, make a perception check.
Rolling percept.
No, just Chess. He's using
Oh.
his action. I mean, I guess you guys all have like action here, right? Like
I don't see shit.
Chess don't see shit. But yeah, that's
Um,
like Chess's turn pretty much. And like
Yep.
Jay, who do you want to go? We still got initiative, but it's kind of like combat if you want it, you know. Choose your own adventure.
Persuasion?
So Mallow says, "What do you mean? You destroy the tentacle monster? Of course, I'll help you. I promise. Whatever it takes." You can make a sense motive check, Big J. Well, I mean that means there's a sense motive check.
Can I try and sense motive?
At 14, for sure, you can tell he's lying. Yeah, he's clearly a big evil guy, and he's in a bad situation, and he's looking for anything to try to get himself out. It doesn't seem like he has any honesty behind that.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
28 hits, yeah. Yeah, you hit the guy and you kind of chop some of the tentacle off, and the tentacle monster kind of at you a little bit, but it doesn't seem to care too much as some of its purple blood squirts out. And Malos gives you a look and he says, "I'll get you for this." And Espy, it's your turn. Your turn. I'm really digging the weird not combat initiative. I don't know. This is fun. Espy, what's up?
Unmute. He's not muted.
Espy.
Yeah, I was muted. I have mute on the microphone itself. I'm just gonna stand around because honestly, I don't know what's going on. What's
All right.
really happening
You
here?
could try to talk to somebody, or the bad guy, or the monster, or your friends. Or yeah, you could just sit there in confusion.
Yeah, just skip me, essentially.
Okay. Pat?
1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna move down towards the crystal and try to help Chuz figure that out. This battle seems like it's not a part of me anymore. They seem like they're just fighting their own fucking discussion.
Yeah, that's what I'm confused about.
I don't want to see if I can tell any more than what Chez, or Sigbert rather, has been able to tell about this crystal.
Okay, make a perception check.
Yes, sir.
Pat, with his expert eyes and looking at stuff and things, he can tell that what Chez saw is that the crystal is kind of very shallowly fractured all over it. It doesn't look like it's very structural anymore. And what you also notice is that the platform that you all stand upon seems to have some kind of portions that go into the crystal. And so it looks like the crystal is holding up this platform that you're standing on. And the crystal doesn't look very sturdy. Appearing over the edge, you see a vast hellscape of lava and magma in all directions. Just at a guess, you're probably 50 or 80 feet above the ground, something like that.
Hey, boys. We may not want anything to hit this crystal.
Do it.
If not, we die.
Do it.
Don't you fucking even,
Do it.
Taliesin.
Do
I
it.
will fucking grapple you.
Potham, you're
Do it.
Can I? So I'm not getting close to that guy. I'm throwing my fucking sword at him.
You're prone.
Oh, I'm
You can
prone. I
move-
stand
you
up.
can move action to get up, and then you can throw your sword at him. At Malos?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is that even a good idea at this point? Or should I be trying to fight the tentacle monster?
That's up to
I
you.
mean, that's up to you, man. Yeah.
The
there's-
tentacle monster so far has not attacked us.
All right. Well, then Malos it is. I nat one.
You must roll another d20, my friend.
Hooray! I saved myself.
What is it? Oh, God, you saved yourself. Okay. I got excited.
He's got another weapon.
No, you only get one because you had to move.
Well, yeah.
So next up is the monster. The monster has Malos in its grip, and it continues to pull Malos further and further towards itself with its tentacles. Its other tentacle also comes in, and the third tentacle all come in around Malos. All of the tentacles grab different portions of Malos, like his different arms and his legs. And Malos says, "Wait! Don't do this! After all this power!" And the tentacles pull and pull and squeeze and squeeze. And Malos, in agony and pain, screaming, and gets kind of dismembered as the tentacles kind of pull him in from limb.
Nice.
Blood goes everywhere. It's fucking terrible. And yeah, he's crushed
Sigbert
and
reaches up
dismembered.
and
falls
Sigbert
apart.
reaches up and covers Zozo's eyes. You shouldn't see this, lad.
Malice's dismembered bits all fall to the ground. Fall in the distance. You don't really know where they go, except in the distance. His sword looks like it fell down to the dirt below. But yeah, at the same moment that happens, the guy kind of flickers back from what he was a moment ago as some kind of tentacled monster back to his like beautiful handsome self. And it's like nothing you've ever seen. The transformation just happens in the blink of an eye. One moment it's a terrible monster that takes up most of your view, and the next moment it's this handsome guy flapping his wings.
I've had an experience like this before.
You want to jump off the ledge? You can jump off the ledge. Like looking over the ledge, you can see the sword falling off off the side of the platform into like the sand below. I mean, well, it's not sand; it's lava, right? So that's what you see. Everything seems like it's fallen into lava. And you can even see looking down, like the chunks of the platform, the gray platform, are all in the lava below. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so the guy kind of floats up to you guys with his wings, and he says, "You must be the heroes that Malos mentioned. You cost him his life here today. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Basilius, son of suns, prince of paradise, Baphon Reborn, Vexol, and the herald of hell."
Wait, you're the Prince of Paradise and the Herald of Hell at the same time.
Among other titles. Of
How does
course.
that work exactly? That seems kind of contradictory.
Well, I mean, so for some people, maybe hell's a paradise.
Let's just say I've had a varied job history.
Ah, jack of all trades. I like it.
It's probably one hell of a CV.
He says, "Look, I work for a guy. You might have heard of him. He's pretty powerful.
His name wouldn't happen to be Satan, would it?
Close.
I know a guy. He's
I know
very
a guy.
powerful.
He's very powerful. You may have heard of him. His name's Asmodeus.
He might grant you a favor.
We're in need of some mortals. We need some mortals to do what Malos here couldn't do, right?" Yeah, sure. That's a pronunciation of it.
Amadeus.
Yeah,
Asmodeus.
That's the way that word sounds.
That's an alternate word pronunciation. Yes. But yeah, he says, we need some more mortals, right? Like this guy, he didn't work out, as you kind of just saw. He violated his contract, but what about you guys? You guys seem pretty capable.
What's in it for us?
Oh well, we can always work out the details. And yeah, he like unfurls a big scroll. He says, I can pretty much give you anything you want, but I just need your help. We got to perform this calling. Well, this calling, Malus, that was his job. He was supposed to do the calling, but you guys stopped him. The calling, you don't know? And Brynwald says, you fools, I explained it last session. don't you remember? And you have a flashback to... He's talking about the calling with an A. That's the only word in use here. There's no U one.
You mean the culling?
No, he's like... It's the calling. Yeah, so he explains... He works for Asmodeus. He's the Dark Lord of the underworld and hell. And, we just need some help. We're trying to perform this calling. My boss, he's sick of this place. He's got to start over. And how about you guys? How does unlimited power sound?
That's amazing. Sounds too good to be true.
I mean, this guy, he couldn't handle the heat. There's you got to sign the dotted line. Everybody's got a price to pay here, right? So
we barely did anything to him. We didn't even get to kill him. I think you're up to something.
Since he was just a pawn, he thought he had power. We hadn't even given him half of it yet.
Well, I don't want some second-hand power.
So how about it? Would you like infinite power? Or would you all like to die?
I don't have much of a choice in the matter at this point.
He says, well, then you better watch your mouth.
Uh-huh.
We're trying to have a nice business transaction here. Just discussing some possibilities if you guys aren't in the business of world-ending meteor summoning. I mean,
it's just as long as I don't have to sell you my soul. I think we could maybe come up with an amenable arrangement.
That's the only thing we're really interested. Sorry,
what if
man.
I sold you someone else's soul?
We need you guys' souls. Sorry, that's part of the deal.
Okay. I'm gonna need a giant.
Hang on. So the deal is either we sell you our souls, or you kill us.
Well, I got a job to do here, right? I mean, I'm just looking for some contractors who will be willing to pay a price and maybe get some reward in return for performing summoning of an extraterrestrial meteor to destroy the planet.
But what are we gonna do with all this power if there's no planet to go back to?
Well, I mean, you could make your own planet. Probably. I mean, we could put whatever in the contract, man.
Okay, before any business contracts proceed, we're gonna have to have an empty giant pool filled with rubber ducks, a buttload of
what's a rubber duck?
Buttload of lubricant.
Work out the details later. What is it?
At one point, we managed to invent a sandwich.
Oh, the sandwich. He says, "Oh yes, I've heard of the sandwich." But he says, it doesn't do nothing for this Dark Lord himself. He's got to have souls. You should hear the kind of soul sandwiches we have in hell. I mean, it's great, but maybe come visit someday. But yeah, he says, look, guys, I mean, if you can't, it's pretty simple terms here. I think we're just going to have to go our separate ways.
So does that... Please
It's
don't
not
tell
you,
us.
it's me.
Well, it's just there are people, bars that I like on that planet.
I mean, he says,
Bars.
My employer's pretty upset.
Well,
My employer's pretty upset. I mean, I'm gonna be in trouble, so I gotta go. And he begins flapping his big wings and kind of flapping off a little bit more in the distance, turns away. You
No,
can shoot
do
your
not.
short bow at him if you
do
would like.
not do that. Hang on. I go over and I like whack the short bow out of his hand.
I think it's just like make dex saves against each other if you do want to like do these things. Like a root fire, you gotta make a dex check, and Chaz, you gotta make a dex check. And Chaz wins, so
No. Bad.
snatches the crossbow out of your
Bad
hand.
Arukuba.
And yeah, the guy kind of turns around and he flutters a good distance away and he turns around and looks at you guys and he seems to kind of size you up and down. And he says, "What a shame. We could have worked so well together." And he looks over at SP and he like makes a wink at SP. He says, "I'll have to find someone else, some other mortals. It doesn't matter." And he lifts up one of his hands and makes a gesture. And he snaps his fingers. Damn, it was a terrible snap. Snaps his fingers. The instant he does so, the entire landscape of lava disappears. Whatever the world looked like before was full of lava and fire and smoke is no longer there. Instead, all you see is white, blinding white. Whatever else is there is so bright that your senses can't really comprehend it at the moment. Well, what your senses do comprehend is that the whole platform you're standing on begins to fracture. Rocky lines kind of find their way through all the platform here, and essentially the falling of the platform is imminent. Basilius in the distance looks again at you guys as you've all kind of like panicked to that sudden thing, and he chuckles and he disappears.
Yeah. Oh, great.
The platform is collapsing. You all have one standard action. How would you like to react?
I jump into the crystal in the middle.
The crystal in the middle has also been mostly fractured by the snapping of the guy's fingers. The same shards that went through the ground also are in the crystal. It's clearly no longer magical. It's kind of turned into chunky glass, and you can try to step into it, but it's just kind of like a solid chunky glass brittle thing now.
Ugh.
I am going to use the electric grasping touch, whatever, and touch the crystal with that. See what happens.
Okay. We can do everybody's turn in order.
More than, yeah.
Yeah, SBU want to cast your spell. So, you want to cast a lightning spell on the crystal.
Essentially, yes.
Okay, the crystal already looks pretty, like, to your just naked eye, the crystal looks pretty crunchy and falling apart. You are welcome to lightning bolt it, though.
Well, I'm trying to see if I can bring back life to it, because if it's going to
you
be
think
dead
that you're
anyways.
gonna, like, recharge it.
Yeah.
You can make, like, an Arcana check.
I mean, if it's going to crumble, it's going to crumble no matter what I do.
Yeah, just gonna make it crumble faster.
We're already in free fall. Where the hell's Arcana check?
Starts with an A.
I
Is
know.
it just
All I got is
knowledge?
acrobatics and
Knowledge?
appraise.
Knowledge something magic.
Oh,
Yeah.
knowledge, Arcana.
Yeah, you can tell just by the crystal that it's clear the like whatever crystal matrix that makes the crystal keep its shape is lost, and you could jolt the crystal, but it would likely have no effect. That's pretty much your turn. You can like move too, I guess. Or you can shout things to your allies, I guess, like relay that information.
We're boned.
Ches, the platform around you has shattered, and the handsome man with wings is gone. Around you, the blinding light that you see, has been blinding your eyes so far, kind of slowly begins to coalesce. Your vision clears, and below you see that it's not blinding white, but it's actually sand. It's white sand in all directions, as far as you can see. Above you, what used to be a weird, hellish, fiery sun is now kind of like the normal sun. It's bright and it's hot out. And
So
yeah,
the platform
now
is
you-
falling towards the sand.
Now you can see the sand. Yeah, you can judge that you're about somewhere from 100 to 50 feet above the ground. And yes, the platform you are standing on is clearly cracking, and bits of it are crumbling away from this tower you're on. You get a standard action. What would you like to do?
I'm going to use my last second level spell slot. I'm going to convert it and cast Cure Minor Wounds on Zozo.
Okay. I think that's 2d8s or something, right?
Yep.
It's lots of 8s.
Pat heals for 10. Pat, you're muted, by the way. I don't know if you can.
Yeah, heal yourself. Okay, so yeah, your character reacts. Do you say anything during like the panic of?
He just sort of takes a swig from his mug, and when he takes a swig from his mug, it lights up again, and then his hand lights up, and that's kind of where the healing light comes from. And then he sort of raises and says, "Cheers, lads! It was fun. Good luck to anybody who survives." And that's my turn.
I like how all your magic is just alcoholism.
You know?
That's good though. I'll allow it. Yeah, Big J, you're up. You're super buff. Okay. Are you jumping in any direction or anything, or are you just jumping off randomly? Okay, you want to make an acrobatics check, or I think there's also a jump. Actually, like, are you going for distance? Are you going for height? Are you going for a cannonball or a triple backflip? What's your intent? Okay, distance. Yeah, you can make a jump check. Maybe it's acrobatics. Yeah, I think it's acrobatics. But you're not good at those because you got armor and stuff. Jumping, long jump. How many? What is the number you got? 9. You managed to jump 5 feet, which is not a very big amount. Yeah, you're like right there. Yep. You begin plummeting off the edge of the tower. Below you, you see there are bits of the other platform that are all kind of in shattered pieces, stuck into the white sand. And Jay, you begin plummeting. Pat, you're up. Pat, you're muted. You're falling to your death.
I know. I'm gonna try to grab part of the crystal from where I remember where it was, and try to slow fall.
Okay, you're gonna like clutch onto the side of like whatever you can of the crystal.
And then slow fall.
All right. What was that? I think that was the bot. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, so Pat jumps onto the side of the crystal majestically and like try to like grab onto whatever you can. Apotham, your turn.
Let's see. So I watch Big J's character just plummet off the edge, and I look over at Brimwald and I say, "We're not getting out of here, are we?"
Brimwald says, I don't know. Maybe my dog can help.
Well, what about
But
your visor?
there's no time.
I like tap the visor that I have to try to make it do something.
He says, "My visor will save me, but it can't take you."
Hold my hand and try anyway.
He says, "No, I won't."
God damn it, you suck.
Try to grapple him.
I grapple him.
Uh,
What? No.
okay, trying to grapple him. He's like, he can't save you guys. You know, it's a one-way trip for him. He
I-
explains it's only him. If
Can I like look around to see if I see anything else that I might be able to use to get out of here?
make a perception check.
Oh.
That's a good roll. So peering over the edge of the platform, you can see, kind of like inspecting the tower more closely, that like whatever this was, it used to be a tower, like right in the middle of the desert. But it appears that like this crystal has grown from the inside of the tower, and the top part of the tower has eventually, been broken off as the crystal grew big enough. The top part of the tower lays in shambles around the bottom of the like ground, right, the tower. So really, you're on like a big, huge crystal that's like 30 feet tall, which is on top of like a smaller 20-foot tower.
So I'm only 50 feet up from the ground then.
It's like the best your character can judge, yes.
I throw out 50 feet of rope and cast animate rope. And make it stand stiff straight and
Okay.
slide down it like a fireman pole.
Does rope do that? Okay. That sounds like a good one. One rope-like object, 50 feet. Yeah. The commands are coil, not loop, tie and knot. It can unwrap a creature or an object. I don't think it can just float though. You can tie the rope on, but that's pretty much going to be like the end of your turn because you've already done a bunch. So yeah, no, I don't think you can just make it float in the air with that spell.
Well,
you can make knots and stuff.
Then if that's the case, because the only things I really have are like utility spells to begin with, and I only have 3 spells to begin with anyway. I got levitating disc.
That's a good one.
I cast that on myself and hop on the disc.
Okay, does that carry you?
Yeah. It just, I can only ever be 5 feet from the ground. So when this goes down, I'm gonna probably. Oh shit! I should have used Featherfall. Oh well, too late now.
Yeah, you gotta pick things. Yeah.
I wasn't counting on falling a great distance.
Well, I mean that's the whole strat, right? Like nobody's is. So yeah, your thing holds 100 per level. So how much? What are you?
I'm level 2 now, so that definitely can carry me.
Okay. Yeah, so you got a disc, and your disc floats majestically.
I float.
Luke takes a look around, and he's in a complete panic, but he kind of has the thought of mind, and he rustles in his pocket, and he pulls out a red bottle. He swigs the red bottle. And he heals some, and he looks at you guys terrified. And Brenwald says, "My friends, I must go."
Nice knowing you.
It was nice fighting alongside you. I hope we all make it out. And yeah, he disappears. He kind of flickers and blinks like you've seen before and slowly disappears. And yeah, the rest of you guys on the platform, crumbles and trembles, and the crystal in the center of the platform finally shears apart into many crystalline pieces. And the platform you're on all falls apart, and you all are in a free fall. Everybody's fallen. And yeah, you look around, it's a beautiful desert view. It's a nice, really sunny day while you're falling. You get like a nice 6 seconds of midair as you accelerate at the maximum velocity of gravity. And yeah, everybody's falling 60 feet. Below you can see rubble and sand, white sand. And Potham, you are safe. Root Bar, you jumped off. Let me find the guy. Okay. Make a safe pile and a not safe pile. You did stuff safe. Pat did some stuff pretty safe. Big J did not. Chaz did not. SV did not. Luke did not. Okay, so I looked up a bunch of rules of falling damage and stuff. And the gist of it is that you guys are falling 60 feet. And by the rules, that means you're going to take 6d6 damage.
I'm back.
Welcome. Welcome. Everybody's falling to their death.
Great. How much damage am I taking?
6d6. Yeah, hold on, though. We're still talking about it. So yeah, everybody's going to take 6d6. I'm going to roll it once, and everybody's going to take that damage. I think it's just the easiest way to do it.
So I think
There's also everybody gets special shit. So look at your shit. Pat gets some shit. He gets to like negate some fall damage. I think Rogue does too.
Yeah, I have to tumble, and if the disc goes beyond 3 feet above whatever surface is beneath it, it winks out from under me. So I'm falling like the rest of you guys.
So you're falling too. Okay. Yeah, get crushed. Okay, you're also so Pat is clinging to the crystal. Pat, the crystal kind of shatters and falls, and the bits all fall, but you're a monk and you're pretty dexterous, and so you manage to kind of cling on to the bits as they fall. And as the tower kind of stone of the original tower comes by, you manage to grab onto to that stuff too. You get to negate like the first 20 feet of fall damage already, don't you?
So my ability is that it takes the damage as if the fall were 20 feet. Shorter than it actually is.
As you said, 20?
20 feet.
Yeah, so you fell 20 feet, and then there's the stone part of the tower. And you must make an acrobatics check to grab onto the tower, like the stone part of the tower as you're kind of free falling.
Okay, acrobatics.
You're able to easily grab onto the big rock stony bits. Around you, all kinds of bits of crystal and things begin to fall and smash down around you and clatter on your back. But for the most part, you're safe and you've grabbed onto something. Apotham, you're in a free fall. Everybody else is in a free fall pretty much, and they don't get special stuff, I think. Apotham, do you get anything special?
No, I'm reading about it. It's 4 times the falling distance for a dice check if I'm going to try and soften the fall.
Yeah. So there's an acrobatics check I'm going to give to everybody to negate the first 10 feet. Right. So this is like are you going to land like you know how to fall this distance, like with a combat roll, or are you going to land and like sprain your ankle, right?
Okay.
So all 4 of you need to make an acrobatics check. And this will reduce the fall damage from 60 feet to 50 feet.
Oh my
Which
god.
is more better.
Rolled the minimum.
You did roll the minimum. You got a good bonus though. A for effort. A for putting in the skill points. Chaz and SB both got to roll acrobatics as well.
Whoa!
Yeah, Chaz, you're not good at those usually.
I have a negative 11.
Yeah.
Because of my armor.
You got the big armor.
Dwarves are not meant to fly.
Not meant to move either, evidently.
That's fucking on character sheet. Yeah. I'm sorry, I have a negative 7 to acrobatics.
Nice.
So.
Okay, nice one. So
Yeah.
so you guys are all falling through the air. You see Pat grab onto like some rocks of the tower, and he manages to kind of cling on, and he looks safe. But the rest of you are just in a free fall. You're all falling, and everybody's going in different directions. The last 10 feet come up, and all of you try to kind of like shift your gravities and land in a more graceful way, but all 5 of you fail, and all 5 of you land flat on your ass in the most painful way, like on your hip or on your knee, or like just terrible. Smash your face.
This is what sand tastes like.
You all take this much damage.
Yo.
Oh, chances at negative 20 out of 6 million D.
So I think that almost kills me, but it doesn't.
No,
But-
it does not kill anybody, actually.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so everybody flies down, into the thing. Everybody contacts with the sand amongst the rubble, and everybody just eats shit. Pat's standing on the tower. Pat, you get like the best view. All your friends just eating shit, like noses breaking on and stuff.
I just start laughing at all of them. Oh Lord, you guys are funny.
Around you, you see that this place you're in is clearly like it used to be a tower, and now there's just bits that remain of it in the desert. Did I make a thing for this? I'm not sure. Not really. I guess I can use this. 1 second. You also got to suspend your belief because it's white sand. Yeah, that's white sand. But hey, you all find yourself in the desert. It's a really you could tell that it was a really hot day. The sand underneath your broke ass faces is like really hot to the touch. But the sun is clearly low in the sky. It's almost the end of the day. Around you is all kinds of rubble. More rubble is still falling all the time. But luckily, most of it's away.
Assuming we're back in the material plane.
You are back in the material plane. Yes, all of you land on the sand, and you're all prone, and you all wake up in this desert.
Why am I prone?
Blasted.
Oh, Pat, you're fine. Pat's on the tower. He's looking at you guys, looking cool. Luke's here too. And Luke's like, oh, God, my leg. What was that, you guys? You didn't have a plan or anything? Come on.
I look at Luke and I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. And I like hobble and half crawl over to him with the wand of healing and hit him 3 times with it.
How did you guys ever heard of feather fall? Come on. I thought you were adventurers.
Well, I wasn't really counting on this happening. Otherwise, I would have prepped it. I'm sorry. Okay, I wasn't prepared. Even then, I would have only been able to save maybe 1, tops 2 of us. So here you go. I'm fixing your legs now. I point at his legs and I start touching him.
No. His legs are infected. We need to cut them.
So that's 12.
Wow.
Roll, yeah, and that's 20.
Holy crap.
Luke's like, what's the matter? What? Did you see the double spear?
I heal myself for
Luke, your leg's still infected. We're gonna have to take it off.
so I only lose
Look at
2
my
hit
spear
points.
technique.
Sigbert goes over and pats Luke on the hip because he can't reach his shoulder.
So 6.
Use 3 on Luke, and then what?
It was 3 on myself. And that puts us down to 12 cure light wounds. I'm kind of reluctant to burn anymore because we got Ches. And do you have any more AoE heals, Ches?
Yeah,
I got
chance.
one. I got 1. No, I'm out. I'm out of AoE heals. I have 3 more slots for healing. For
Okay.
touch spells.
Well, now would be a great time to use them, I think.
Broken bone.
Yeah. I looked like 2 or 3 of you guys do have tents, and like everybody has bedrolls and stuff. So like I actually looked into these things.
I feel violated. Did you look at my equipment?
I mean, of course, yeah. I'm all up in your treasure.
All
I am all of your treasure.
All up in that booty.
So yeah, you guys heal up and use some of your wand's charges. The wand is getting low though. You can tell it's like starting to not work as good as it used to. And yeah, you appear to be in this desert. The sun is setting, and it's kind of a beautiful sunset in the distance. Luke suggests, you guys want to light a fire? Like, you see any wood around? Luke's like, what do we do if I never been camping in a desert? What do we do in this situation? The tower is still here. There is like a 10 or 15-foot chunk of it sticking out of the ground that Pat managed to grab onto.
So
Pat,
can
are
I
you still on the tower, like a creepy tower guy, or are you like coming down?
No, I'm standing on the tower.
Okay, Pat lives on the tower now. The tower is about 60 feet in diameter, and there is a slate interior space. It has no roof, but you could probably have some nice shelter in there. You could probably set your tents up in there. Okay, so yeah, the ruins of the tower. You guys gonna go in, and there's kind of like just enough room to set up your 2 tents. There's kind of a spirally staircase up around the outer perimeter that goes up to the higher level, but other than that, it's completely ruined. There's no roof above you. It's just a hollow tube, about 20 feet tall. And Luke's like, cozy. I didn't even think of that.
Bathroom.
Yeah, and we can take a bathroom break. Here. We can take a break. Actually, it's a good spot if you guys want. There's more stuff prepared for sure, but it's a nice kind of breaking point. You guys are now in a desert. You don't know where. The only thing you can suspect is, right, like you had 2 destinations. You chose to go to one, and this is presumably the second. You don't know where you are.
can I roll a survival check to see if I know how to survive in the desert?
Hold on, because we're doing like a ramping up the game kind of thing here, right?
Oh, okay.
Chaz, what were you saying?
Yeah, I gotta go pretty soon. Like
Yeah,
in the
that's
next.
what I
I'm
was
using the
wondering.
bathroom. I can't hold it anymore.
So, it's really dark out, and there's rubble all over the place. It's pretty hard to look around at this point.
I cast detect magic. Do I see anything nearby?
Hold on. Hold on. Like, half the players aren't here right now, so
Oh, sorry.
Calm down, Keller.
yeah.
All right,
Yeah, we're
everybody
definitely doing
take
like
five.
wrapping up the session. Let's all take notes. Everybody take 5, yeah, for sure. And I'll keep track of these things. And yeah, if people come back, we can try to do those things.
No.
I'll be right back as well.
Yep.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Don't want to leave yet. You're not free of your burdens.
I summoned Bahamut.
Whoa. It'd be a really funny D&D campaign where like it's like Final Fantasy X, but like thinly veiled, and Pat's the main character girl, and we're like her crew of guards.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I'd go down for it.
Sometimes campaigns like that sound really cool, where there's like a super strong premise, but like it just gives everybody direction.
Did I ever tell y'all about my Maiden of Pain game?
Mm-mm.
No.
It was a Pathfinder game where Leslie Arlawana here in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
She was playing a life oracle. All right, an oracle of the life domain, and then everybody else was playing barbarians. They all took a feat so that whenever they were healed, they got extra healing. And Leslie took a feat that let her basically take damage for people. Like anytime someone got hit at the start of Leslie's turn, anybody under 5 HP or under 5 maximum I'm sorry, 5 under their maximum HP would heal 5 HP, but because they had that bonus, they'd heal like 10. Right? So everybody basically had fast healing 10.
Oh god.
So she was this oracle, these were these basically invincible barbarians going around on this crusade for this oracle who kept healing them. She accidentally started a crusade.
That's funny.
Bear, I like your villain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He seems like somebody who's like very office work kind of like
He's such a meme.
Like, guys, my boss is on my ass. I need your souls. We need to just get this done. Now, do I have your cooperation, or do we need to table this for now?
Yeah, good. I'm glad you like him. Is People's here? Does we has people? A path on Big J? Question mark? Question mark.
Cody's probably still in the bathroom.
No, I'm back.
We're just missing Alex.
Still no
and
Apple.
Cody.
Oh, Cody here.
Yeah,
Is he?
man.
Well, I didn't hear him.
You looking?
He was so soft.
I went to the
Must be got a
bathroom
week,
and
yeah.
went to the bathroom and then had a smoke while I was peeing.
Nice multitask.
Yep.
I'm gonna decorate your surroundings.
Disrespect your surroundings.
Decorate your surroundings.
What?
Decorate your surroundings.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I like how the Adidas symbol is up in the air.
Where? Oh, is that Adidas symbol?
Pretty close to
It's
it.
supposed to be mountains.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty close to the Adidas symbol.
You were just waiting on Apple, do a little wrap up, and we'll be done in, 12 minutes, hopefully. That's cool, Chess.
Yeah, we can give it a shot. I mean, 10:30 is my hard limit. I gotta go by then.
Yeah, okay, that's like what I mean.
So,
Just need some apple. But yeah, what did you think about the tentacle monster and the stuff?
I wish you hadn't hentai me, dog.
Oh yeah, I thought you liked it like that.
I do not like it like that.
My
You were
apologies.
misinformed.
I heard from a friend.
Friend of a friend.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, don't know. Wish I
Don't
would have
know?
got my hands on that scroll in his hands.
Hmm.
Seems like things would have been differently had I been able to reach him.
I had no idea what was going on.
You never do, so it's okay. Hmm. Other than that, everything's fine. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Got
I
him.
like how
Good.
Ches healed me. I didn't take any damage. Out of all the people he healed, I was the closest. So he was like, "I got this, bro. I'm gonna heal you." And I was like,
No,
"Okay, I've got Slowfall."
you were the lowest on the like.
Yeah,
you had
before the
lowest
damage was
HP.
rolled.
Yeah.
Right, before the damage was rolled. But I was just like, I'm gonna be fine. There's no way I fucked this up. I fucked up every fucking damage roll except for one, and it didn't
Yeah,
even
then
do
you just
anything.
missed that whole fight. Yeah.
I missed that whole fight. It would have been way different had I actually landed my abilities. Any of them. Dice are cursed today. Make a note.
Damn you, Digidice.
Dice need to be tossed.
Hang on.
Don't do it, Chaz. Don't toss your dice.
Digidice jail.
Do I have advantage?
Fuck no, I don't have advantage.
Wrong game, bro.
Okay, well then I rolled.
Go back to 3.5.
No, hang on. Where's my D8? There it
Go to
is.
5e, you fucking butt. When I play Pathfinder, I'm like really racist against 5th edition. When I play 5th edition, I'm like really racist against Pathfinder. Just like just play the other side, you know? Yeah.
You're playing when you're playing Pathfinder. You're like 5e's a game for babies. You're
Yeah.
playing-
When I'm
when you're
playing
playing-
5e, I'm like Pathfinder's so complicated. I love 5e.
Pathfinder sucks. Pathfinder's for fucking nerds.
Big J, no. Are you back?
Okay?
Oh,
Okay.
So yeah, you all are like camping overnight. It's like getting to be sunset. Apothum, you would like to cast Detect Magic. Do you have a spell slot for that?
Yes, I do. It's one of my
Okay.
cantrips.
You detect magic and pretty clearly glowing in the rocky rubble nearby. You can see what appears to be something. You gotta go check it out.
Okay, I go search.
Okay. You rustle around in the rubble and you find a large greatsword. The greatsword appears to be the same one that the guy was using. It has
Can
like
I
a cool golden hilt, and it has some like runes inscribed on the side of it.
before I touch it, I need to knowledge arcana that thing and make sure it's not cursed. No,
Yeah,
you
sure.
don't.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Wait.
Jay, it's a contested strength check if you want to do that. Talk it out. Talk it out. Okay, knowledge arcana, right?
Yeah, I just stop you for a second. I say, wait, let's make sure that it doesn't like turn you into a woman or something, okay?
I know.
Maybe, maybe not. It could also set you to 1 strength or 1 intelligence. We don't know. But I don't think I rolled enough.
I was gonna say, it's like now I have a point level in fighter. It's mine now.
Okay, so yeah, you got this sword, and you're just checking it out. You haven't touched it yet, right? It's like still in the rubble.
Yeah, and I roll a 19 for my knowledge arcana to try to identify it.
Okay, yeah, you
I
do
don't think
some weird magical waving of your hands over the top of the sword, but yeah, you can't really tell. You can tell that the sword appears to be magic, but that's it.
Quite astute of me. Wow. That's pretty rough.
Yeah, he's out in the darkness. You want to make a stealth check to try to not let your friends know you're in the darkness?
No, I just yell out over to Big J, hey, I found his sword! I just take 2 steps back and say nothing at this point.
Okay, yeah, Big J, you see a large sword. It's still kind of crusted in the rubble, stuck in between some rocks. Its handle is, right there. Okay. Yeah, you reach out and you touch the handle. And nothing happens. The sword pulls free from the rock. The sword appears to be extraordinarily light and sharp and in good condition, even though it just fell a great distance. Oh, this looks like a magic greatsword. You can have a masterwork one, so that's upgrade, and it gives you just like 1 more damage. It's really cool looking though. It's got a golden hilt and runes carved on the handle. And who knows? It is the the legendary weapon of a great evil dude. You remember that guy's name, right? I mean,
It was Malice.
Okay, yeah, and you guys all snuggle down for camping in the night.
Who's snuggling up to me?
Yeah, everybody's snuggling up in your tents. You guys all sitting there. Everybody's stomach starts to grumble.
Eat a ration.
Yeah, you are in the jungle. You've had a long day. You've been floating through the ethereal plane using your mind, and everybody's parched. Everybody must go in their inventory and eat a ration. We'll move on.
That's one hell of a jungle with no trees.
Through everybody's inventory, everybody has some rations. You are now lost in a desert, and resource management is the name of the game. And so some of you are more prepared than others, just like it would probably be in an adventuring world, right? Like you never know when you're going to need to have a bunch of extra food. So yeah, everybody do a ration. If you don't, I'm going to go check your work, fix it for you, so don't worry. And yeah, everybody snuggles up with their rations. Everybody's full, and the night passes without anything going on. Got 3 minutes left. I'm on a timer here, boys. But yeah, so you all wake up the next morning. There's no birds chirping. I guess there's birds chirping.
Desert?
I don't know, maybe.
No. But keep going.
Okay, so yeah, the sun rises and it's hot as fuck, and it's just like baking the sun. You can tell already. The sun's real low in the sky. You all wake up and you all look around, and you all realize you're lost in the desert. You all wake up and you look around this tower, and you can see leading from this tower there are clearly 3 trails. The trails are very rough and barely there, and the wind sweeps away the trails actively. So the trails don't go far. The 3 trails lead in different directions. And you guys need to play the board game where you get to pick which direction you want to go next time on Pathfinder Adventures.
Yay.
And yeah, that's it. It's end session.